If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos. Last updated on July 24, 2016. Date 1999. Location Camp Garcia, Vieques Island, Puerto Rico. Time various. Summary: local sea cadets in the eastern part of the island around El Tapin Lagoon reported encountering strange little dark men that were very fast and ran speedily from one place to the other, sometimes in a zigzagging motion and at other times in jumps. They were described as 3 to 4 feet tall, skinny with long arms with large egg-shaped heads. At times the cadets would see the little dark men jump into the lagoon, disappearing underwater. Around the same time, they also observed shiny blue-white spheres that varied in size 4 to 8 inches in diameter that also entered the waters of the lagoon. Source: Jorge Martin, UFO Magazine Volume 16 Number 1. Date 1999. Location near San Juan, Puerto Rico. Time afternoon. Summary: 17-year-old Lynn had come early from school. No one was home, so she went to take a shower. Soon she could hear her dog barking and chasing something, so she got out of the shower and went to the window and saw what the dog was barking at. It was a gnome-like creature that was standing behind a tree. He was very small, wore a white cone-shaped hat and pointy shoes. Everything he wore was white. He saw the witness and both looked at each other. When she blinked, he disappeared. A couple of days later she saw him again outside her window, smiling at her, and then she disappeared. The next time she saw him she yelled out, "What's your name?" To her surprise, he yelled back and said, "My name is Sebastian Palizer." The next morning around 0100 A, the witness's mother also saw the gnome. There was reported poltergeist activity in the house around the same time. Source: Paranormal. About Com, Fairy Tale Phantoms. Date 1999. Location Maranhão, Brazil. Time night. Summary: 2 elderly women were returning home one night when they were approached by several short humanoids wearing shiny silvery suits. They suddenly felt paralyzed and the little men proceeded in extracting blood from their ankles using a large syringe-like object. No other information. Source: Pablo Villarrubia Mauso. Date 1999. Location Ripley, Oklahoma. Time night. Summary: a man had parked his car near the local cemetery and was attempting to sleep when he saw something run in front of the car making a loud noise. He saw a creature described as looking a lot like an ostrich but with a head shaped somewhat like a horse. The creature sounded very loud and aggressive sounding. The witness stuck his revolver in his waistband and just sat in the vehicle for a couple of minutes before deciding to find another place to park and sleep. It sounds very much like a modern-day Jersey Devil description. Source: GCBRO. Date 1999. Location Ojo Zarco, Veracruz, Mexico. Time night. Summary: the main witness, a 10-year-old girl enjoying her vacation at her aunt's home, and other members of the family heard what sounded like loud knocks on the patio door. The 10-year-old girl went outside but found no one around. She wants back in, but moments later there was more knocking at the door. Again the girl went outside and this time she saw 2 lights hovering over her aunt's house. Both lights were bright red in color. She felt fear and attempted to go back inside, but a strange attraction to the lights kept her from moving. She stared fixedly at the lights when suddenly a smaller red light appeared, followed by a larger red light that appeared to chase the smaller one. The larger red light then suddenly flew towards the girl, blinding her with its brightness. The girl was unable to move, felt herself being transported to another location. Sometime later her mother, worried about the witness's whereabouts, went out looking for her, finding her daughter sprawled out on the patio floor in an apparent trance-like state, mentioning things that were supposedly going to occur in the future. Apparently, the girl remained in this trance like the rest of the night. Her mother was extremely concerned since she had several years previously lost a brother in similarly mysterious circumstances apparently involving UFOs. There are no specific details on how he died. Source: El Durmiente de Orizaba, Mexico. Date 1999. Location Lima, Peru. Time late night. Summary: a family was woken up by the sound of something falling on their roof and then footsteps. Looking out the window, they saw a short humanoid figure, described as having a greenish head, with pointy ears and a brown body that had apparently jumped from the roof to their patio. The entity scurried away in a peculiar sideways fashion and was quickly lost from sight. No other information. Source: Personal Communication. Date: 1999. Location: London, England. Time: late night. Summary: an anonymous witness was awakened sometime in the middle of the night by the louder than usual barking of his neighbor's dog. Being shaken from his slumber, he had a very strange feeling, either from something frightening going on outside or from the remnants of a bad dream. To rule out the former, he took a walk outside to see if he could pinpoint the cause of the dog's heightened state of alarm. He was immediately drawn to a strange light in the sky. The light seemed to emanate from 3 separate spots, the brightest being in front of 2 others, creating a triangular shape. He was now awake enough to know he was staring at a triangle-shaped UFO, which seemed to hover not far from his home. He ran back into the house and grabbed his video camera. He was hoping to film the unknown lights before they disappeared. Running back outside, his attention was grabbed by a muffled sound. Turning in the direction of the garbled noise, he saw a sight that shocked him. He was now looking at what he described as small ghost-like beings that seemed to be rummaging around behind his fence. He gained his composure enough to set his camera to record, and filmed about 4 minutes of the activities of the being. The anonymous witness was frank in stating that he was a student of the paranormal and had experienced strange occurrences before, yet none as strange as what he encountered this night. The small beings soon disappeared and he never saw them again.